Oh, I like that swipe every week. More of the Christmas, but less of it in here. And the board is updated again, as you can see. So we'll see. I think could be either. Actually, could be any, because I think it could be between Annabelle, Angela, and Nigel for leaving. So it could be any of the ones on that side. So that'll be interesting. Get the fire on for ambience. So, who do we have on averages? Get that out of the way. There's less than now, though. The lighting's actually excellent for this video, which is good. Yeah, so Bobby remains in 30.3 for ballroom, is Latin being his highest at 31, and speciality bit lower, actually the lowest left now, because Krishna's out, 30.3, the rest score more. Krishnan leaves 25.6 in ballroom, 25 in Latin. He didn't manage to boost it up. Samba wasn't great. 29.5 on speciality being his best. He did his Charleston and his couple's choice. Annabelle, 27 in ballroom. I'm surprised that she seems to be actually doing better at Latin, 29.3. I thought her ballroom would have been better, and 31 in speciality or couple's choice, but that up. Nigel, 29.6 in ballroom, just 29 in Latin, which is a surprise because Paso was so good. 33.5 in speciality, so he's leading so far out of this list. But Angela also on 33.5 in speciality, 30.3 in Latin, and 28.3 in ballroom. And no surprise, I've given her an American Smooth. I could have predicted that. It's very easy to predict. Leighton clearing the board as predicted. 33.3 is the highest score in ballroom and Latin. Yep, with 34, and the highest score in speciality with an average of 39 for both the salsa and Argentine tango. It should be 39.5. That is going to be up tonight. He's getting the first 40 of the series. It's not even a prediction, it's a fact. Angela Scanlon on 28 in ballroom. Great, she was on 25.5 the last week. So she's pushed that up with her waltz, which was surprisingly amazing. 29.6 still in Latin. Could be in the 30s. I think she's capable of it. And 31.5 in speciality. Sitting quite nicely, but she could probably intimidate, especially Angela Rippon in speciality. I think she could intimidate her. Ellie, 32 in ballroom, 32.2, again, sitting really well. And her big 38.5, just a 0.5 behind Leighton. So that is, and they've both got speciality, so both of them are worthy of a 40. So I think that could be an interesting battle of the 40. So there's your board now. It's getting really empty looking. There's a lot of people left now. Yeah, it's getting tighter. And now we cross over now. I really like this bit, my scoreboard. So this is how it's looking as of currently. This is of week 8. So Annabelle, an 8 for Samba. It was really impressive. She surprised me more than expected. Certainly better than a lot of some of her earlier performances. And yeah, it was nice to see her let her inhibitions go. It wasn't the best Samba, but very good. Now, Leighton, unpredictable, 10. It's his 4th one, and it should have been a 40. It was so brilliant, absolutely so fabulous. But still no 40, but for me, all of those deserved a 40, but there you go. A 9 for Angela, Angela and Carlos as well. Again, very good, or definitely her best ballroom. I did really like her Paso though, but them two are definitely my favourites of her, and it deserved a 9. An 8 for Angela Rippon. Quite liked her Paso, to be fair. I mean, it was better than last week, for sure. I do think it was marked correctly. For me, she hasn't quite given the wow factor since not the foxtrot, the Charleston, which is still my favorite of hers. Um, I do think the dancing strategic. She keeps getting, she hasn't had a jive, samba, salsa, and they've given her the American smooth, classic dance for Blackpool. They are really pushing to get her a 10. It's very obvious. Now, Ellie only give her a 9. I actually wrote down a 10 at the beginning, but I could see what Motzi said about her fluidity. Plus, her American Smooth made me want to watch it back. I didn't quite get that feeling with her rumba. Look, it can be quite hard to get a really entertaining rumba compared to the speciality dances. And Krishnan, just a 6 for me, was probably his worst performance since week 2. Really, yeah, it didn't suit him. But now, personally, I thought he did much better in the dance-off, and going by the dance-off alone, I thought Angela did worse in her performance, so I would have saved Krishnan, even though I give him quite a bit lower of a score than Angela. Bobby, a 9. Yes, I really like this one. Again, Bobby sitting between 8s and 9s. He's always so consistently good and undermarked. I thought he did really well. Yes, the hands are a problem, but they didn't give him credit for the rest, apart from Anton. Anton's the only one who really gives him much credit. And a 9 for Nigel. I was very surprised at Motzi's 8, because I thought it was his best dance since Paso by far, and I was glad to see it was his best score to date, and I thought it deserved it. I thought it was great. So there you go. 10s and 40, right, so it's correct about Leighton, not with Ellie, but it certainly could have been a 10. I was right about there being none, so I project Leighton, Ellie and Bobby, possibly Angela Scanlon and Angela Rutten for setting her up, could get a 10, but I'm dead set on my 44 Leighton tonight. This is the night. It was Fleurs last year. Can't remember if I projected hers. I'm going to have to go back and check. But Leighton is who I have for my 10. Oh, there. This board's getting quite packed. So we had a 32 for a Paso. Pasos have been a bit of a range. A 31 for a Samba. Only one terrible Samba. Rumba 35. The Rumbas have been very decent. Waltz with a 33 now to pack on. The waltzes have been pretty good. Viennese waltz 32 now and 27. Tango, no, there was no tangos last week. Quick step, was there? I can't remember. Have we not had a quick step since Krishnan's? Oh, Nigel's is the first quick step since Krishnan, I think. That's a bit strange. American Smooth, yes, 32 now. Argentine Tango, 39. Nothing below a 30 so far. Salsa, wasn't Charleston, 33 now. Couple's Choice, 34. All the Couple's Choices have been good. So that's that board. I feel like I've missed some out, but there you go. So me and Anton are very, very close. Craig up to 6 by 2, Motzi 7.36, Shirley 7.15, Motzi's drawing in closer, Anton 7.48, and just 0.1 behind him and 7.47. So it will be very tight to see if me or Anton scoring higher. Although if he continues to give routines that deserve a 10 and 9, then it quite might be. So yeah. Yes, this little board. So yes, Lauren didn't have a partner. Krishnan was her first, so he was better than non-applicable. So he got 26.37. So that one is quite short and sweet. But what was the average compared to the dancers? So I actually give Krishnan an average of 26.37. Or no, it was the judges, 26.37. But I, meanwhile, give him an average of 28.50. I really enjoyed watching him. Certainly more enjoyable than Adam, in my opinion. They marked him higher, but what do I know? But I do think that he did very well and was undermarked sometimes. bringing my lovely candles into this influence. Who will leave? So I just based off scores alone and wow factor, I put Annabelle and Johannes. I'm hoping I'm wrong because I do really like watching them, but it has got to the stage, you don't want to see anyone go, but that would have to be my prediction so far, just based off scores. And for winning, I've stuck with Ellie and Vito because I just think that they have the edge maybe in the vote. I should do who I want to win board, but Ellie and Vito, I do think they could win it. Oh, best score from the judges. So Annabelle remains on 35. Christian leaves on 30. Leighton is still on his 39. Angela Ripton's still on her 34. Ellie's continued on her 39. Bobby stayed on his 32. Nigel up to 34 now. Angela remaining on 35. So yeah, a lot of them are remaining, but I do think after the dances tonight, a lot of that will change. We'll just have to wait and see, but I do hope so because there's a lot of good routines coming up tonight. I can't see there being anything less than an 8 scored. And as for the worst scores, Annabelle's remained on 32. You don't want this to change. Kristen leaves in 20, both of them from week 2. Leighton 28 since his week 3. Angela's remained on her 26 from week 3. Ellie her 28, which is good. She's been pretty consistent. Bobby's never changed from 29. Nigel's from his week 3 25. Angela's remained on 23 the whole time. So yeah, it's all staying pretty much the same. By this point, you don't expect that to change. And to leave it off of the top and bottom, Leighton at the top and Nigel at the bottom for me. Only because, well, first of all, it's going by the training, but I have a feeling Nigel will perform first tonight. Not only that, I just think that his ballroom could be a bit better. And I think everyone else has been given dances tonight that are tailored to them. And I think Nigel could have been given a different dance and a quick step in Blackpool. I'd have rather seen him do his... No, there's no other ballroom. Well, American Smooth. But I don't know. I think he'd have done a good Argentine tango in Blackpool. They could have given Angela Scanlon the quick step. I don't know, but we'll see. But that's my guess. So we'll leave you off with the fire and up to another weekend.